Hi, I am your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Life Purpose Life Coach and Mentor, Latricia Booker, here with Kingdom Business, where we are empowered, where we heal, we get delivered, and we get free. We know who we are. We elevate our minds and our spirits and raise and expand our consciousness to ultimately walk in our true divine purpose and power, and that is the truth of who God has created us to be. Kingdom people, we are. We are history makers. We are world changers. We are dream successors. We are wealth generators. We are manifestors. We are curse breakers. And we most definitely are transformers. More than meets the eye. Yeah, Kingdom people, we are. Kingdom people, thank you so very much for viewing my videos. Thank you for all the likes, subscribes, and shares. Thank you for all of the seeds that you sow into me and my ministry. Thank you for all of your financial contributions to my channel, for all of your feedback and your comments by email and on my community board. Kingdom people, I really do appreciate everything you do here in Kingdom Business. Thank you, Kingdom people. Thank you. And so, Kingdom people, you already know what I'm here to do. And if you don't know, then now you know. I am here to drop this, beat this, word this message. Yeah. So, Kingdom people, I am the chain breaker. Kingdom people, you are chain breakers too. Are you ready to break some chains? Let's go. So listen, God has anointed you for uncertainty. Let me say that again. God has anointed you for uncertainty. Now, here's the thing, Kingdom people. Sometimes God is telling you to make moves and do things, and you have no clue what it's all about. And or sometimes God is telling you to make certain moves, but you don't even know how to do so. Okay, let me give you some examples. God may be telling you to let go of a certain job. I'll say that. That's a great example, actually. And you don't know what you're getting ready to do next, yet God is telling you to let it go, to just quit. You know how many a times people don't like to let go of one job or position, whatever, until they have something else in place. Well, sometimes, Kingdom people, God will tell you to just walk away. And you don't know what you're going to do next. You don't know what the outcome is going to be. You don't really know. You just don't know. But Kingdom people, God is saying He anointed you for uncertainty. In other words, you may not be certain what's going to happen, what God is doing, how He's doing what He's doing, but you have to trust Him. And He has anointed you for that purpose. He has anointed you for uncertainty. In other words, Kingdom people, you trust God so much that it doesn't matter. Whatever He tell you to do, you know He got you. And this is the thing, Kingdom people. He's always had you. If you look back over your life and you think things over, you can truly say that you've been blessed. You have a testimony. I wasn't even trying to do that, but that's just what came out. Listen, when you look back over your life, God has always had you. He never left you hanging. When you look back over your life, anytime God told you to make some moves, you landed on your feet. I know for me personally, I'm just reminded personally, for me personally, I'm just reminded of many moves that I've made, from moving from one state to another, from one city to another, from just relocating. I've done quite a bit of relocating. And specifically when I moved from my hometown, it's been some years ago now. It was a thing of God just told me to go. Now, I did have a temporary place in place for when I got to the state where I moved to, but I didn't know what was going to transpire from there. But I knew God told me to make the move. So, again, since then, you know, there have been similar things, not just in relocating, but just in different things. Sometimes you have to leave a relationship and you just let it go. Mainly because you just know you have to, and it's time to. And God is saying, let it go, walk away, whatever. Again, certain jobs, maybe even businesses that you have to just close up. I know I've done quite a few businesses that I've had to walk away from at points. And it was for different reasons. But the point is, when God tell me, shut it down, I had to shut it down. And what God had lined up for me next, I didn't necessarily know, but I trusted him. And God has said he's anointed you for this uncertainty. Now, in this journey and in this walk with God, it's all about trusting God. Because God, even though he give us visions and he show us things, show us what he's doing with us, where he's taking us to, we don't know all the details. We're not privy to everything that God is doing and what moves he's going to have us make. We don't know. But the thing is, kingdom people, he anointed us for this uncertainty. You are anointed for uncertainty. You don't have to know all the details, but you know who does. You know God knows all the details. You know that God knows exactly what he's doing. And so you trust him. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge or submit to him, and he will direct your path. So it's saying, this is wisdom. That just occurred to me. But it's what you do. You trust in him. You trust in the Lord with all your heart, and you lean not to your own understanding. So in other words, you're not trying to figure it out. You're not trying to say, well, nah, when I say you not, it don't mean you have it and you don't. But when it's all said and done, you just trust God. And what's happening, kingdom people, as you go on and you go on, you learn how to not even question and be trying to figure things out. Because listen, at some point you realize God got this. He know what he doing. I don't have to know the answers. I don't have to have it figured out. You don't have to know. He knows. You are anointed for uncertainty. Sometimes you don't know what the outcome of certain things are going to be. The truth is, kingdom people, we don't have control over certain things. There's always going to be some uncertainty because we don't know it all. We don't know the outcome of everything. It doesn't mean that God doesn't reveal to us certain things and the outcome of certain things. But again, we might not know certain parts and how those dynamics all play out. We don't necessarily know that. But even when God reveals to us certain outcomes, we're still sometimes walking in a place of uncertainty to some extent. But we trust that God will get us to where he's taking us to. We're trusting even if we don't know where he's taking us. Because sometimes, kingdom people, God is telling you to do stuff you don't know what it's all about. You are anointed for uncertainty because you trust God. You trust him in all your ways with all your heart, and you lean not to your own understanding. And then it's saying in all your ways acknowledge him. Another version says submit to him, and he will direct your path. So what's happening? You just clueless to some extent. He's directing your path. You're submitted to him. You're submitted to him and whatever he's doing with you. And he's directing your path. And sometimes you don't even know where you're going, kingdom people. You don't know what's up. But that's okay. Because you're anointed for uncertainty. Because God got you. You're his vessel. He uses you in such an amazing way that, again, you don't always know the intricate details of what he's doing, where he's taking you, what move you going. Listen, it's been times where God will tell me, do this. And so I go and I be doing whatever it is he's doing, telling me to do. Then God is, at some point say, okay, stop doing that. Don't do that no more. Walk away. Or something like that. I can remember years ago, it ain't been that many years, but it's been quite a few years. I said it like it was so ancient. But it has been quite some years where I would be like, when God would tell me to do something, and then he'd switch it, and I'd be like, but you told me. And he said, I told you that then. Now I'm telling you to do this. It's just like you can live somewhere. You can move into an apartment. Just because you live in that apartment don't mean you're going to stay there forever. Eventually you're going to want to move. Maybe, maybe not. Some people stay at the same place forever or whatever. Point is, just because you doing that now don't mean that's not going to change. So when God tells you to make a different move than what he told you to do before, you just have to go with that. You are anointed for uncertainty. Sometimes you don't know what's going to happen, when it's going to come through, you just don't know unless God is revealing to you. Because sometimes we do know. We do have an inkling on certain things. But sometimes we don't. But we trust God. We are anointed for uncertainty, kingdom people. So listen, Matthew 14:24-27 says, but the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, it is a spirit. And they cried out of fear. But straightway Jesus spoke unto them, saying, be of good cheer. It is I. Be not afraid. So, here, this is where the sea was all over the place. And the disciples became fearful. Jesus began walking over on the sea. He was walking on water. And the disciples were like, it is a spirit. They were fearful, but then they realized it was Jesus. Jesus said, be of good cheer. Be not afraid. So, there was some uncertainty there from the sea tossing to and fro. There was some uncertainty there as to who Jesus was, because the first they say, oh, it's a ghost. They were even fearful, I believe, once they realized it was Jesus. Because Jesus said, be of good cheer. It is I. Be not afraid. What am I saying here, kingdom people? Sometimes there's uncertainty. Sometimes you just don't know what's going on. Sometimes fear, I want to say, tries to creep in. And I'm being very clear about what I'm saying, because I'm saying trying, because we don't do fear, kingdom people. But fear will try to creep in times of uncertainty. But you are anointed for uncertainty. Therefore, do not be afraid. It says, be of good cheer. It is I. Be not afraid. So you don't have to be afraid. You can be of good cheer. So when God is leading you through these places and walking you through things and telling you to make certain moves and you don't really know what's going on, sometimes God will say, do this, you don't know what's next. You just waiting on his next move or whatever. You just don't know. And he's saying, be of good cheer. He said, it is I. You are anointed for uncertainty. He's saying don't be afraid because you know he's got you, even in uncertain times. And I mean, this uncertainty can apply to any and everything. Because we don't always know, kingdom people. But again, we know who does know. We know who knows everything. And because of that, we are anointed for uncertainty. Kingdom people, be of good cheer. It is He. Be not afraid. You are anointed for uncertainty. Okay? Okay. So, kingdom people, I am going to let that rest right there. If you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please go ahead and just give it a thumbs up. Then click on that subscribe button, that red subscribe button, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Many of you have been watching the videos but are not subscribing. Please just go ahead and click on that red subscribe button. I really do appreciate that. It helps the channel out. It helps to get the message out. Then click on that bell right next to that red subscribe button so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video. Something like this one, kingdom people. Also, if you are interested in any of the services that I presently offer, you can find all that information right down below in the description box. If you are interested in sowing a seed into me or my ministry and supporting the channel, you can cash out me at cash.me/$LBooker1 or PayPal me at paypal.me/LatriciaBooker. All that information is down below in the description box as well. Kingdom people, we are history makers, we are world changers, we are dream successors, we are wealth generators, we are manifestors, we are curse breakers, and we are most definitely transformers. More than meets the eye. Yeah, kingdom people, we are. Kingdom people, I love you all so very much. I really do appreciate you being here, spending this time with me. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. And so, kingdom people, with that being said, much love, light, and peace, and many blessings to you all. Kingdom people, I don't want to leave, but I have to go right now. But I will be back to hold you down. Kingdom people, that is my time. Jesus girl, she's out. Peace.